Yo, let's rewind to 2008 for a minute. Remember that year? Lil Wayne, Wheezy F Baby, dropped That Carter 3. Man, it wasn't just an album, it was a whole movement, a sonic earthquake. This thing went platinum in a week. Hip-hop was never the same. A Millie, Mr. Carter, Lollipop, these weren't just songs, they were anthems. Every club, every car, every radio was blasting Wheezy. This was peak Lil Wayne, a force of nature. The album wasn't just catchy, it was different. The production was out there, the lyrics were wild, and Wheezy's flow was on another level. It was like he bottled lightning and put it on wax. The Carter 3 wasn't just an album, it was a statement. It showed that hip-hop could be experimental, could be fun, could be straight up weird, and still dominate the charts. Now let's break down the sound. The Carter 3 wasn't afraid to experiment. It blended genres like rock, pop, and electronic music with classic hip-hop. This wasn't your typical sample-based production. The drums were huge, the synths were spacey, and the bass was thumping. You had these epic cinematic soundscapes that just drew you in. Tracks like Phone Home and Let the Beat Build were perfect examples of this. But then you had tracks like Playing with Fire, which sampled rock music, bringing a whole new energy. This willingness to experiment, to push boundaries, is what made the sound so fresh. It wasn't just about the sounds themselves, it was how they were used. The producers understood dynamics, creating these peaks and valleys that kept you on the edge of your seat. Of course, you can't talk about the sound of That Carter 3 without talking about the producers. This was an all-star lineup. Kanye West, Swizz Beatz, Bangladesh, Kool and Dre, and more. Kanye, with his soulful samples and knack for melody, brought that signature touch to tracks like Let the Beat Build. Swizz Beatz, the king of anthems, gave us the infectious energy of Upgrade You. Each producer brought their own flavor, their own style to the table. But they all understood Wheezy's vision. They knew how to create a soundscape that would complement his wild flows and unpredictable lyrics. This wasn't just a case of producers making beats. This was a collaboration, a true meeting of the minds. Each track feels carefully crafted, a testament to the talent involved. Section 4. The Carter 3 DNA Untangling the Magic Formula. But what about the magic formula? What made That Carter 3 so special? Well, it was more than just the beats. It was Wheezy's delivery, his wordplay, his charisma. His flow was like a runaway train, switching speeds and cadences effortlessly. He could go from a rapid-fire flow to a melodic sing-song in the blink of an eye. Tracks like A Millie and Lollipop showcased his versatility. And then there were the lyrics. Wheezy wasn't afraid to be funny, to be vulnerable, to be straight-up bizarre. He painted these vivid pictures with his words, creating a world that was both familiar and completely outlandish. That Carter 3 was the perfect storm of production, lyricism, and delivery. It was raw, it was experimental, and it was undeniably Wheezy. Section 5. Chasing the Vibe, a Blueprint for the Next Generation. So, what can upcoming producers learn from That Carter 3? Don't be afraid to experiment. Blend genres, push boundaries, and find your own unique sound. Don't be afraid to use live instruments to play with unconventional sounds. Most importantly, find an artist you connect with, someone whose vision you believe in. That Carter 3 wasn't just an album, it was a cultural moment. It redefined what hip-hop could be, and its influence can still be felt today. It's a reminder that the best music comes from taking risks, from breaking the mold. So, go out there, create something new, something fresh, something that will blow people's minds. Who knows? You might just create the next That Carter 3.